This video is about PTE academic writing. Yes, today's video is going to be one of the most important videos for your PTE preparation because we are diving deep into the writing section of the PTE academic. Now, before we even talk about tasks, let me set the foundation very clearly. PTE Academic is a fully computer based English proficiency test where your performance is evaluated by an AI scoring system. So that means there is zero human bias. Your score depends completely on how well you perform in terms of grammar, vocabulary, structure, coherence, and content relevance. And here's something many students misunderstand. Writing is not a separate section. It comes inside the speaking and writing module. Yes, this is how PTE academic has been structured. And inside writing, you have exactly two tasks. One is summarize written text and the other one is writing an essay. So now we are going to break down everything, the structure, concepts, strategies, and then examples so that you can crack this and get high scores. When it comes to summarize written text, the structure is like this. You will see a passage of 200 to 300 words. You have to write only one sentence. Word limit is 5 to 75 words, and you'll be having 10 minutes time. So let me repeat this because students make mistakes here. Only one sentence, not two sentences, not a paragraph. Even if your content is amazing, if you write more sentences, then your score will drop. Okay? So let's see what the task actually testing here. Here, it's not just a summary task. This task is secretly testing multiple skills at the same time. Yes, it tests your reading intelligence. That means, can you quickly understand what is important, what is not important, and your idea filtering ability, which means, can you remove examples, repetitions, minor details, and it tests your paraphrasing skills. Can you rewrite ideas in your own words? And of course, sentence engineering, which means can you combine multiple ideas into one grammatically perfect sentence? And whether you can make logical connections using logical connectors. Okay? Now, listen carefully. This is where your score is decided. I call it as the main idea that you have to get master it. Yes, every paragraph has main idea. That means the core message. And then the supporting details like examples, explanation. And here, your job is to keep only the main ideas. Got it? Because you're just going to summarize it. And the second one is idea grouping. Sometimes two sentences talk about the same idea, right? Try to merge them into one single idea. And complex sentence structure. You must understand the independent clause and the dependent clause. Example, if we are saying like technology improves education, although it has advantages. So this technology improves education is the independent clause where this whereas although it has advantages whereas although it has disadvantages, that's the dependent class. Okay, so try to combine this, like although technology improves education, it has disadvantages, so try to bring complex sentences. And connectors, yes, as I told you before, try to use different connectors because they give different meanings. Although, while we use it for contrast, right, and you can use it for addition, because you can use it for reasoning, and despite, again, you can use it for contrast. So choosing the wrong connector, that means you're getting the wrong meaning. Don't do that. You have to be very careful in using the connectors. And the last one, paraphrasing. Yes, because you cannot copy all full sentences. Okay, now, let me give you a powerful step by step system for this task. Yes, the first step is you have to read with purpose. Don't read like a story. You have to ask yourself, what is the topic? What is the main message? Okay, and step two, you have to identify the key ideas. So try to underline mentally 2 to 4 main ideas. Try to ignore the examples. That way, you can identify the key ideas. and you have to decide the structure. That's your step 3, because this is very important. When your structure is clear, then your score will get higher. Are your ideas similar? Are they opposite? Or they are equal? So try to use the different types of words as per the context, as per the structure, and try to build the sentences. That means connector plus idea 1 plus idea 2 plus idea 3. So like this you have to build the structure mentally. And step 5, you have to check for the grammar. So now here is the passage. If you want, you can just pause it and try to read by yourself. And then let's move on to the summary here. So this is the summary. Although urbanization promotes economic growth and improved infrastructure by attracting rural populations, it also creates challenges such as overcrowding, pollution, and pressures on services affecting sustainable development. So the first idea is the urbanization, which gives the economic growth plus infrastructure. And the second idea is people move from rural areas to cities. And the third one is problems like overcrowding plus pollution plus pressure. And the fourth one is challenge. That means the sustainability, right? And this is how we have to derive the summary, because it has started with the connector. It shows the contrast, right? Although, and multiple ideas has been combined here. No unnecessary words, no advanced vocabulary, and very important, perfect grammar. Got it? So definitely this will give you the higher score. Now let's move on to writing an essay. So this is the task structure where the prompt will be given in 2 to 3 lines. You need to write between 200 to 300 words, and the time limit is 20 minutes. Okay, this task is testing whether your idea development is perfect or not. Can you expand the ideas in a very logical way or not? And then it tests your organization. That means whether you're able to structure your ideas clearly, and do you have a proper grammar control, whether your sentences are accurate or not, and do you use varied words, and whether your ideas connect smoothly in a natural way. So these are the things this task test. Okay, and let me tell you important concepts. Okay, so every essay must have an introduction, body paragraph, and then in the body paragraph it can be like a paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and then finally you have to end with a conclusion. So this is the structure, the important structure. And the topic analysis, which means you have to identify the opinion, discussion, problem, solution, and then you can move on to the idea expansion. So each idea must have a statement, explanation, and an example. And finally, coherence and cohesion. That means try to use the linking words like firstly, moreover, however, therefore. Got it? And the concept 5 is the paragraph unity, which means each paragraph you can just keep it for one main idea. Got it? Okay. And let's move on to an example here. So here is the task. Some people believe that working from home is more beneficial, while others think working in an office is better. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, so you can come up with your opinion. Let me give my opinion here. So this is my opinion. And if you want, you can just pause it, go through the entire response, and I'll tell you why this will give you the high score. The first one, if you see, we have clearly started the introduction where we have introduces both views. Okay, and it gives the opinion also. And the body paragraph, you see one paragraph, one clear idea. Example, commute stress. Got it? And then the explanation is given clearly. And for the second body paragraph, the opposite view, because we have mentioned here, on the other hand, working in an office promotes better communication and collaboration among employees. So we have also inquired the other side, the opposite view. and we have given the strong reasoning, right? And finally, conclusion. Yes, in the conclusion, we have restated our opinion clearly. And if you see the language usage here, the entire thing, no advanced vocabulary has been used, no grammar mistakes. And the flow, the organization, the structure, we followed smooth transitions overall. Got it? So remember, for summarize written text, think like a filter, not a writer. You have to combine ideas smartly and you have to use the correct connectors. When it comes for essay, think like a planner. How you design a planner? Okay, you have to think in that way. Here, you need to focus on clarity. You have to give examples and you have to maintain the structure. Okay, so if you truly understand and apply these concepts and strategies, you can easily aim for high scores. And trust me, most students fail not because of English, but because they don't understand the right approach. Got it? So that's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more PTE academic videos. Bye bye.